Hello everyone, once again welcome to today's lesson. My name is Prince Armstrong. Today's segment is going to be awesome. Now, many people have been asking me, how do I do this? How do I connect the receipt printer, which is the terminal printer, to the machine without not using a cable? And anytime you issue a command print, it comes out. Now, today I'm going to teach you guys step by step as to how to configure this. Now, I'm at a shop that indeed I've deployed a system for, and they had an issue, so I'm here now to solve that issue with regards to how the printer should print without not using a USB cable. So, having said that, let's dive straight to it.
Armstrong and training and software hub, we're leading the way.
Okay, welcome back. Now, first thing, what you must do is that you must make sure you have your USB cable with you first, okay? Then you have your printer, your receipt printer, and you have your power cable connected. So as you can see, I've connected the power cable, alright, but I've not powered it. In addition to that, also I have my USB cable with me that I've not even connected to the system. So before you do the troubleshooting, you must make sure that you connect the USB printer cable to the printer, and then you connect it to the system at the same time. Having said that, let me do that connection and that straight to the screen.
Armstrong and training and software hub, we're leading the way. We're leading the way. Bringing our ICT to your doorstep every day. Every day. Where vision meets excellence, we stand strong, transforming students where they belong. Armstrong and training. Armstrong and training. At Armstrong.
Okay, so as you can see, I just did my connection and now my printer is on. Now you can choose to off it first. So I've off it, so it's off. Now bear in mind that I've connected the USB cable to my system unit, so both are connected nicely. So now let that straight to the screen. On my screen, as you can all see, so first I have the drivers on the machine. So I'll just go to this PC, and on this PC, since I have it at downloads, so sorry about the noise. As I told you, on the roadside, so with the noise, so please pardon me with that. So come think of it, this is the drivers, so I have it here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to go directly and then install the printer. Okay, so I'll just extract the drivers here. All right, click on it. Okay, so as you can see, this is my printer driver. So I'll just go to just this where we have printer CD-ROM. Double click on it to be open, and then I have Linux. So if you are using Linux, you can equally install that. So I'm using Windows, so I'll just come to where we have Windows drivers. So I'll double click on it, and I have the Windows driver. Before we come to the Windows drivers, go back and then select what we have, certain software. Double click on that, and it will give you whether you are using Bluetooth or you are using LAN printer or Wi-Fi. Now come think of it, we are going to configure this with our Wi-Fi. Simply put, we are going to then merge the printer IP to the Wi-Fi, that when we connect to the Wi-Fi and issue command print, the Wi-Fi will automatically trigger the printer with the help of the printer's IP, and then prints whatever we wanted to print out. Having said that, I'll just write. Then I'll just go ahead and click on yes. So after I click on yes, you can see here, this is my window displaying here. So this is what you see when you double click on that. So when I double click on this, you can see here we have Wi-Fi name, and then after that you must make sure that you are connected. You've connected your USB, which I've already done. We have the Wi-Fi password. So how do we do this configuration? Now for you to do this configuration, what we must do is that we must first consider this. Consider the Wi-Fi name, okay? The Wi-Fi in which your machine is connected to. Okay, you must consider the name. In addition to that, also you must also consider the Wi-Fi password. Are you sure with me? So when you do that, if you have that, you are good to go to do your configuration. Okay, now you've understood me. Let's do that. Now I must make sure that I assign an IP to the printer. So this is the printer IP. Because we have 192.168.100.200. You can equally change it and make it, let's say, dot 200 dot 30, anyhow you want it. So I want to do it dot 30 instead of 200. I'll make it 30. Okay, then I'll go ahead and then what, specify the Wi-Fi name here. So my Wi-Fi name, I have it here. You can see here, this we have one called Balotti. This is the password. This is the other Wi-Fi. This is the password. Remember, this is for education purpose. Having said that, for you to be sure, you can see here, when I click on the arrow here and select Wi-Fi, you realize that we have Balotti, which is this one here showing. Okay, so this is it here. This is the Balotti. Okay, so as you can see, we have Balotti and we have the second one here. So these are the two Wi-Fi available, more or less three. But I would like to focus on the Balotti, where I will synchronize it with the printer. Now you've seen this. Remember, get your Wi-Fi name, the name of the Wi-Fi, and then the password, and you're good to go. So I'm going to copy this name, minimize it, and then come to where we have Wi-Fi name, and I'll paste that. So now I must put the Wi-Fi password. So I'll go ahead and select the Wi-Fi password, copy that, and then I'll go ahead and paste it here. So that is that. Now I'm done. The next I'm going to do is that I must go ahead to save it. So I'll go ahead and click on save and click on OK. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and click on print post text and click on OK to see. Now as I've clicked on print post text, automatically it must print from the printer. It must print from the printer, but you see that the printer is off. So I'll on it, and after on it, I'll go ahead and click on save name. You can see it just prints something by telling me successful. I'll go ahead and click on what we have, what print post test, and you can see it has print, and here it is written that what configuration is successful. Beautiful, done. Having done that, I'll come here and I'll click on save. So now it has saved successfully and I'm good to go. Okay, now for you to be sure whether the printer is using this particular IP, now what you must do is that you must first do this. Watch, this is the roller. When you press this roller, it rolls the printer out, and this is the power button here showing here. This is the power button this side. So what I will do is that I'll first off the printer and I'll hold on to the roller button and then on the printer at the same time. So you hold both at the same time and then you release. You can see it will print out all this. So after printing, when I look at it very well, you can see that the IP of the printer is 192.168.100.30. So let's see whether we can find it here. So you can see it here. So this is the printer's IP, 192.168.100.30. So that has been assigned to the printer. So having done that, then you are good to go. Okay, now we've done this. The next thing we'll be doing is that now we must go ahead and then go to the control panel and go to where we have device settings. So how do we do that? Just press the start button and type control panel, which is here. Click on it, and when you go to the control panel, first just go directly and come to where we have device and printers. So in the device and printers, the funny thing is that this has been installed already, but it's not printing because they changed the router. So first what I will do is that I'll right click on this and click on what we have, remove device, click on OK, and right click on this again and remove this device also, and I'll click on OK. So now I'm done, but now I must go back to my folder that contain all the drivers. So I'll go back and come to where we have Windows drivers, and you can see here we have POS 40 58 series, and then we have POS 80 series. So I'm focusing on 80 series because that is what I have. So just double click on that, and then a pop-up will display on the screen. Go ahead and click on save, and then click on OK. Click on next, click on I have what read, and agree to that, and click on what next again. Click on install, and click on next again, and wait for it, and click on finish. Now after we are done, the next thing we are going to do again is that we are going to minimize this, and I'll go to my control panel. So here you can see the printer here showing. Then after that, I'm going to do the configuration. How do I do the configuration? Now bear in mind that I have assigned the router IP to my printer, and then automatically my computer is connected to the router. So I must make sure that I port the router IP to the printer. So how do we do this? Now if you don't know your router printer, what you must do is that go directly and go to command prompt. Just press the window key and type CMD and press enter. And after that, what I like you to do is just go ahead and type ipconfig and press enter, and then voila, it's going to then go ahead and display your router IP for you. You can see that this is my router IP here, where we have 192.168.100.17. Having done that, now go ahead and minimize this, and go ahead and go to your control panel, and I have my printer here. Right click on it, and what I like you to do is that just right click on this and come to where we have printer properties, to bring you to this side down, and then when it comes to ports, make sure you select this port. It has selected the printer port already, so you must add. So add ports. So to add port, just click on add port, and then to add port you can come towards common port, or you can select, so come to where we have standard TCP/IP port. Select that, and then click on new port, and then to open this, click on next, and now you must assign the IP here, which the IP is the printer port. So here, remember, the printer port is 192.168.100.30. Done. After that, go ahead and click on next, and wait for it to search for the printer. So after that, you can see here it has finished searching, and then we have standard and we have custom. Make sure you select standard. Go ahead and click on next, and click on finish, and port is added. So new port is added. So instead of clicking on new port, you've already added, so you don't click on new port. Just close this, and then go ahead and click on apply, and then click on OK, and then done. Now for you to be sure whether this is printing, what you must do is that open to your command prompt, which we have, clear the screen, CLS, and now we must print the printer IP. Now the printer IP you already know already, which I talk about it by saying is 192.168.100.30. So we must print the printer to see whether the printer is still printing. So let's print that. So just go by saying PINT, and go ahead and bring the printer IP, which is 192.168.100.30, and go ahead and press enter. So when you press enter, you can see here it is seeing the printer. I'm offing the printer. So as you can see, my printer is off. So now let's remove the USB cable. So this is my printer cable. I just removed it and removed it from the system also as well. So this has been removed. So I'll put it down, turn it again, and I'll turn it on. So now it is on. Let's go ahead and print something. So you can see that it is printing on the screen. So that is how you can go ahead to do the connection. So basically that is just that.
Armstrong and training and software hub. We're leading the way. We're leading the way. Bringing our ICT to your doorstep every day.